I let my twin sister steal my life for 15 years. Her wedding day was the perfect time for payback. My name is Ava, but for the last 15 years, everyone has called me Chloe. Let me explain. My identical twin sister, Chloe, was the golden child. I was the difficult one, more independent, less willing to play the perfect daughter our wealthy, image-obsessed parents wanted. The divide was a chasm. The change happened the summer we were 18. We were in a car accident. I was driving. Chloe, in the passenger seat, was critically injured. I walked away with minor bruises. In the hospital, our mother gripped my arm, her nails digging into my skin. The press will have a field day with this. Heiress twin recklessly injures sister. She looked at me, her eyes cold. Your sister was accepted to Yale. You were waitlisted. The world needs to see a hero, not a villain. Her plan was monstrously simple. Due to the facial swelling and bandages, no one could tell us apart. You will be Chloe now. You will go to Yale. You will be the perfect daughter. And Chloe, when she recovers, she will take your place. She'll go to the state school you were waitlisted at. I was horrified. She would never agree to this. When she wakes up, my mother said calmly, we will tell her you died in the accident. It will be easier for her recovery. And for the family, I was trapped. The guilt over the accident was a weapon they wielded perfectly. Do this for Chloe, my father said. It's the least you can do. So, I became Chloe. I went to Yale, studying a curriculum I hated. I had to mimic her laugh, her mannerisms, her interests. My own personality was systematically erased. The real Chloe, believing I was dead, went to state school as Ava, but dropped out after a year. Too grief-stricken to continue, she moved back home, becoming a permanent, pampered fixture in our parents' house. The tragic daughter. The worst part? My fiancé, Liam. He was my high school sweetheart, the one person who knew the real me. But in this new reality, he was Chloe's boyfriend. I had to push him away, to be cold and distant, to act like my sister. I watched his heart break for a version of me that was dead, while he tried to love the hollow imitation I had become. 5 years into the charade, the real Chloe started to change. The long-term grief twisted into something else, entitlement. She saw the life she was building, the Yale degree, the promising career, the loyal Liam, and she wanted it back. Not the truth, just the rewards. She started by seducing Liam. She'd show up at his apartment as Ava, the vulnerable, grieving sister, and pour her heart out. She started telling him stories about Chloe that were actually memories of me, our private jokes, our dreams. She was reconstructing my soul and presenting it as her own. Liam, still mourning the Ava he lost, was easy prey. He fell in love with the ghost she was conjuring. The day I graduated Yale, as Chloe, my parents and sister sat me down. The performance is over, my mother said. Chloe wants her life back. And Liam. I stared at them, dumbfounded. You can't be serious. I built this life. My name is on that degree. It has her name on it, my father corrected coldly. You were just keeping the seat warm. Chloe smiled at me, a thin, vicious smile. You had your chance to be me. Now I'm taking it back. And don't think about telling Liam. Who would he believe? The stable, successful Chloe he's dated for 5 years, or her crazy, jealous twin sister who supposedly died a long time ago? You look like a lunatic. They were right. I was in a prison of their design. I moved out, got a small apartment and a job under my real name, Ava. But it was like starting from scratch with a criminal record. My own identity felt like a forgery. For 10 years, I watched from the sidelines. Chloe, my sister, and Liam got engaged. They planned a lavish, society wedding. My parents were overjoyed. The golden child was getting her perfect ending. But I had been busy. I went to therapy and rebuilt my shattered sense of self. I also became a master archivist of their lies. I kept a locked box. In it, my real birth certificate, photos of the real me, and Liam before the accident. The diary I kept during my Yale years, and a secret audio recording of my mother outlining the initial switch for Chloe's recovery. I waited for the perfect moment. The wedding day. I walked into the wedding reception, held at my parents' sprawling estate. I was dressed not as a guest, but in a sharp, powerful pantsuit. The antithesis of the frilly bridal party. I looked like the CEO of the truth. The room fell silent as I walked to the top table, where the newlyweds and my parents sat, beaming. My mother stood up, her face a mask of panic. "Ava, what are you doing? You weren't invited." "Oh, I think I'm the guest of honor," I said, my voice projected, clear and steady. I turned to Liam. "Liam, you once told me you loved the scar on my knee from when I fell out of the old oak tree. You said it looked like a tiny star." His smile vanished. He looked from me to Chloe and back. How could you know that?" "I only ever told I know," I said softly, "because I'm Ava, the girl you fell in love with. She didn't die in that car accident. She's been right here, living as your fiancée for the last 5 years." I pointed at my sister. "And she's been pretending to be me, to steal the life I was forced to build for her." Chaos erupted. My sister screamed denials. My parents tried to have me removed. I didn't yell. I simply pulled a small, wireless speaker from my bag. I think everyone deserves to hear the truth from the architect herself. I pressed play on my phone. The audio from years ago, crystal clear, filled the tent. My mother's voice. "Your sister was accepted to Yale. You were waitlisted. The world needs to see a hero, not a villain. You will be Chloe now." The recording continued, detailing the entire, sordid plan. The room was frozen in horrified fascination. I then took out a stack of photocopies, my diary entries from Yale, filled with my anguish and my love for Liam, and tossed them into the crowd. The proof is all there. Dates, details, memories that only the real Ava could have. The wedding was destroyed. Liam looked at Chloe, my sister, with a look of utter betrayal and walked out, tearing off his wedding ring. My father had a quiet, public meltdown, his reputation in tatters. My mother simply shut down, her perfect world exposed as a house of cards. But my revenge wasn't about hurting them physically or financially. It was about restoring the truth. I didn't press charges. What would be the point? The public humiliation was a more fitting punishment for people who valued appearance above all else. Liam found me a week later. He was a wreck. We talked for hours. The love we had was real, but it was a love for two 18-year-olds who no longer existed. The damage was too deep, the betrayal too vast. We had a good, long cry together, and then we said a final, heartfelt goodbye. Some ghosts need to be laid to rest. I legally changed my name back to Ava. I started my own consulting firm, using the sharp business skills I'd honed at Yale. I am successful, but more importantly, I am me. My family is pariahs in their social circle. The last I heard, my sister and parents had moved to another state, trying to outrun the scandal. I don't hate them anymore. Pity, maybe. They are living proof that a beautiful lie can never withstand an ugly truth. I took back my name, my history, and my dignity, and in the end, that was the sweetest revenge of all. TLDR. After a car accident, my parents forced me to swap identities with my twin sister to protect the family's reputation. She later stole the life I built, including my fiancé. I waited until their wedding day to expose the 15-year deception with audio evidence, destroying their perfect facade and reclaiming my true identity.